Radio Dornbusch download 181. Trying to keep it under the 4 minutes. Andrew the Waffler. No waffle. Dan, what are we talking about today?
No, we're not talking.
Excellent. Thanks very much. See you next week.
I'll just run through a little bit from a conference I went to last week.
Okay. You're looking a bit tanned. I wondered what was going on. So
Yes,
Noosa sounds a bit tough.
That's right.
So what was the conference?
Battery and energy minerals, which was quite good. So it ran through gas, lithium,
Cobalt, nickel,
vanadium, graphite.
It's all happening. So
top companies to waffle on
top
about
companies in there?
I think the big thing is China's taken 85% of our liquid natural gas. So
85.
there's 85%. So there's going to be real pressure on gas going forward. So there's a couple in there. Remember Mr. Cotty from Queensland Gas?
Yeah.
He's resurfaced at Central Petroleum.
CTP?
Which we knew about. Macquarie tried to buy that for 20 cents. So there's your value on it. It's currently trading at around 12.5.
Okay.
He's got a few things up in his arrow quiver, I think, Mr. Cotty, which he doesn't talk about. So it's also Blue Energy too, they're sort of hanging BUL, yes. They need 400 kilometres of gas pipeline and then they'll be able to get into the market. And, Queensland's got to do that infrastructure just from the gas side of things.
So these are a bit more pointy-ended stuff, but for clients looking for a bit more excitement in their lives, maybe these are a couple.
That's right, penny dreadfuls, Andrew. So
we're not talking BHP or any of that. Speaking of, if I can segue briefly, because again we're short and sharp, Rio announcing today that it sold its Kestrel underground coal mine, $2.9 billion. So that means Rio is now completely out of coal.
Amazing, isn't it?
But it also means that 85% of their earnings comes from iron ore. And if you look at the iron ore price, which is doing a bit of this at the moment, does increase the risk there a little bit as well.
Yeah. So Oz Minerals yesterday bought a copper mine in Africa. So
AVB.
or Benco,
And in fact, you were talking, just before we came in, you were talking about that little clock. Have you got the...
Yeah, the Lions selection clock, cash takeovers, comes in at number 5. So, we've got a bit of way to go before the market's too hot in that regard, if you take any notice of those sort of things.
And then the last thing I just wanted to briefly talk about was the share market. It's been quite volatile, in particular in that tech space. I mean, not that we have any clients holding Facebook shares, but they're down about 20%. Australian cricket team-esque and self-inflicted injuries. We could talk all day about that. But probably the other thing, and I know you're the technical guru here, but my sort of reading of the tea leaves is that 58.30 is a really important level for the ASX S&P 200, and if it can't hold that, it probably goes down about another 4 or 5%. So almost back to where we were in that sort of May, August period last year. So I guess the takeaway is just be cautious, make sure you get a bit of cash up your sleeve.
Good point.
Till next week. Thank you.